Agency response. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Well, Riley, we mentioned baseball, and of course it's just been a gorgeous weekend and more beautiful weather to come.
Exactly. If you didn't enjoy the weekend, it was very, very beautiful and very, very warm. Not quite, we're not seeing any condensation for the next couple of days. We haven't seen it for a while either. If we take a live look outside right now in Pasco, it's a beautiful morning. If you didn't see the moon last night, well, today is the full moon setting this morning. It was a very large, a very bright full moon today as well. Kind of kept me awake as it was so bright. What's ahead? We've got some fire danger still relevant across our areas. Fire warning watch as well in Grant County. We've got low wind today though, which is going to help our first responders, and not a lot of, as I said earlier, wet conditions, none on the radar. Got a hot and hazy 3rd and 4th of July that is ahead. Our radar very, very clear this morning so far. If we take a look at our temperatures right now, mostly in the 50s across the area. Pretty cool in Ellensburg right now at 49 degrees. Other than that, staying pretty nice as you make your way out the door. It's going to get very hot though, 91 for the Yakima area, hazy, and 93 for the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, 92 and hazy as well. I'll have more in your full forecast that's coming up.
Evacuation orders have been lifted for the Rest Haven Road area of Yakima after a grass fire prompted level 3 evacuation orders for nearby residents. The fire started at approximately 1:35 Sunday afternoon and is estimated to be around 400 acres. State fire assistance has been mobilized and the cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Firefighters have a better hold on the Rosa Creek fire in Kittitas County this morning, and it's staying put at around 717 acres. Fire officials say the weather over the weekend cooperated with the firefighting effort, and they were able to get the fire 95% contained. All evacuation orders for the area have been lifted, and the scene was turned back to local firefighting crews Sunday morning. A fire near the Southridge area in Kennewick started Friday afternoon and prompted a multi-agency response. Crews were able to get significant progress on the fire fairly quickly, although damage to power lines left dozens of people without access to AC as temperatures soared near 100 degrees. The fire was considered to be contained and under control by 8 p.m. The size of the fire when extinguished was estimated to be approximately 45 to 55 acres. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Anyone with information on how the fire may have started is encouraged to contact the Kennewick Fire Department. Fire bosses issued level 1 and 2 evacuation notices due to the Moran Creek fire burning in Stevens County. Flames have scorched 61 acres in the town of Arden, just south of Colville. The fire began Thursday afternoon and as of yesterday is 50% contained. One woman says she watched the smoke from her home for hours.
Got a text message from one of my boarders saying, you know, there's a fire behind your house.
4 strike teams and air support showed up to fight the flames. An incident commander with Washington DNR says this fire could have been much worse.
The fuels on the northern aspects and the eastern aspects are still pretty green, but green will burn. I give it a few more drying days and there would be a lot more risk if this fire had occurred in a couple weeks.
No word yet on what started the fire. According to the city of Yakima, the Natchez water treatment plant has resumed service. The city called for water conservation last week after stormy weather in the Cascades caused the Natchez River to become silty and forced a temporary shutdown of the water treatment plant. The city says calls for conservation were well received and really helped out. Even though the treatment plant has resumed operation, the city says residents should continue to make every drop of water count, as it's expected that the region will have a drier than normal summer. Well, with lots of celebrating expected, the Yakima County and Benton County Sheriff's Office's Operation Dry Water wraps up today. The aim to keep waterways in eastern Washington safe for everyone to enjoy. Increased law enforcement patrols focus on reducing alcohol-fueled and drug-related incidents and fatalities. And the 4th of July is tomorrow, and West Richland police have offered a sign to business owners who do not want anyone firing off fireworks on their property. Animal and code enforcement officers went out Friday to offer the signs. However, the agency also posted them on its Facebook page and invited interested businesses to download, print, and post these signs. There they are. They warned that anyone violating this law can face second-degree trespassing. Police say it is up to individual businesses if they want to post these signs. And there are a few things to do in our region over the next few weeks. The city of Yakima will bring back its outdoor movie and concert series. The summer concert takes place at Franklin Park from 6 to 8 every Friday during July. And through August 11th, you will find a mix of genres, including country, classic rock, jazz, and fusion, and even Celtic rock or Celtic rock. Miller Park will offer Viva la Musica concerts Sundays from 5 to 7 from July 9th to the 23rd. And there's the Outdoor Summer Cinema Series at Chesterley Park. Movies begin at sunset, approximately 8:30 on 6 Sundays from July 9th to August 13th. The idea is for people to bring chairs and blankets and enjoy all of this free entertainment outside. Riley Fitzgerald returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
It's a hot and dry one today. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
Plus, presidential candidate Ron DeSantis is facing backlash after a video shared by his campaign has politicians from both sides of the aisle talking.
Tonight, who will master the ultimate game of deception?
You betrayed me week 2.
That's just what happens when you come for people for no reason.
New Claim to Fame tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Your Dust Devils are back Wednesday, June 28th through Monday, July 3rd. Come out for a weekend full of fireworks. Saturday, July 1st, will light up the night sky thanks to Benton Franklin Orthopedic Associates. Then Monday, July 3rd, in celebration of Independence Day, we'll have a one-of-a-kind fireworks display, courtesy of U.S. Cellular. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With a heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency.
Plus, receive $1,000 off your new roof when you schedule by the end of July. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking was proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Rick's Fencing and Decking thanks you for joining us in honoring our veterans and all who serve.
Saddle up and head over to Horse Heaven Saloon in Prosser, a family-owned and operated business in the heart of America's Hop Valley. Come experience in-house brewed craft beer, fresh and unique foods, and much more. It's all waiting for you at the Horse Heaven Saloon in historic downtown Prosser.
Want to see some serious fireworks? Because we're stepping up the savings during the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit for only $299.99. Or save up to $500 on an all-new Tempur-Breeze and get a $300 gift. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry! The Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends Tuesday the 4th.
Next ET, we unlock our ET vault to spotlight Tom Cruise with never-before-seen interviews.
I'm trying to deliver for you, okay?
A special ET, Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Time right now is 6:08. Welcome back. Now to the race for the White House and a video shared by the Ron DeSantis campaign concerning LGBTQ rights. The video is igniting debate across the political spectrum. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the details.
This morning, members of the LGBTQ community on both sides of the political aisle are criticizing a video shared by the Ron DeSantis campaign.
To make America great again.
The video was not produced by the DeSantis campaign, but was shared on social media to coincide with the end of Pride Month. It compares former President Trump's record on LGBTQ issues with DeSantis' record.
I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens.
The video goes on to highlight DeSantis' support for restrictions on LGBTQ people, particularly those who are transgender.
Just produced some of the harshest, most draconian laws that literally threaten trans existence.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who's openly gay, commented on the tone of the video.
I'm going to leave aside the strangeness of trying to prove your manhood by putting up a video that splices images of you in between oiled up shirtless bodybuilders. And I just don't understand the mentality of somebody who gets up in the morning thinking that he's going to prove his worth by competing over who can make life hardest for a hard-hit community that is already so vulnerable in America.
The Log Cabin Republicans, a group for LGBTQ conservatives, responded, saying Ron DeSantis' extreme rhetoric has just ventured into homophobic territory. A spokesperson for DeSantis' campaign responded to the criticism, saying opposing the federal recognition of Pride Month isn't homophobic. We wouldn't support a month to celebrate straight people for sexual orientation either. It's unnecessary, divisive, pandering. In a country as vast and diverse as the USA, identity politics is poison. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Neither Trump nor DeSantis personally responded to the video over the weekend. Police in Washington, D.C. are looking for the people who attacked several businesses with explosives on Sunday. This happened in the northeast section of the city. Investigators say someone set off an explosion outside of an ATM of Truist Bank. Then 6 minutes later, another explosive device went off outside a Nike store. And then about 10 minutes later, someone tossed a Molotov cocktail at a Safeway store. Police say the explosions blew out windows at each of the businesses. No one was hurt. A surveillance camera caught images of one of the suspects and the getaway car. Investigators say they do not believe those involved were targeting people, but instead the businesses themselves. Coming up, the nation continues to battle severe weather as heavy rains and dangerous heat levels are felt across the country. And our Riley Fitzgerald will return with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Join us Saturday, July 15th in historic downtown Prosser for the 19th annual Prosser Art Walk and Wine Gala. Sip award-winning wines and craft beer while strolling creations from artisans throughout the Pacific Northwest. Enjoy live music and a variety of food trucks for an evening not to be missed. Tickets are just $20 and on sale now at tourprosser.com/artwalk.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. We do interior painting and cabinetry as well. We have a full crew that takes care of everything, and all we really want you to do is to kick back and relax. Visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Your Dust Devils are back Wednesday, June 28th through Monday, July 3rd. Come out for a weekend full of fireworks. Saturday, July 1st, we'll light up the night sky thanks to Benton Franklin Orthopedic Associates. Then Monday, July 3rd, in celebration of Independence Day, we'll have a one-of-a-kind fireworks display, courtesy of U.S. Cellular. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
To celebrate the 4th of July, we're going to Idaho's 4th of July Summit.
We basically manage about 22.5 miles of trail.
A special winter flight in the middle of summer.
Really nice up here.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
People are quitting their jobs on TikTok.
Which I've done, which tells you nobody is mining our TikTok account.
Next Live, Eric McCormack. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. Beautiful start to our work week. A little bit of cloud coverage. We're taking a live look right now in Giza Stadium in Pasco. So a beautiful morning to start off our week. We take a look at what's ahead. We've got some fire danger still relevant across our areas. We've got some low wind though, which is going to help those first responders, and very dry conditions. Got a hot and hazy 3rd and 4th of July. That's ahead. If we take a look at this map, we've got a fire weather warning tonight. It's in Grant County until 11 o'clock. It's a reminder for first responders that it's going to be very hot and very, very dry in that area. If we take a look at our temperatures right now, we're seeing mostly 50s and even some 60s across this map. Colder in Ellensburg, hottest in Toppenish and Hanford. Other than that, we're staying in the mid-50s this morning. So as you make your way out the door, it's still just a little bit chilly outside. If we take a look at our futurecast, heading forward, there is not a whole lot going on, nothing to pause over, as we've got very clear conditions, no precipitation across this area for the next couple of days as we make our way into Wednesday. Very dry, very clear. Our highs for today, upper 80s and lower 90s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing upper 80s and lower 90s as well. And in the Blues, we're seeing upper 80s and lower 90s. So we've got the same conditions across the entire area today. Beautiful, beautiful, hot, hot day. This evening, we're seeing a very clear evening. We're going to be seeing some haze across our evening tonight, mostly upper 50s, lower 60s, dropping about 30 degrees from our highs into this evening, but still staying pretty nice and warm. For our wind speeds, no wind in the Tri-Cities right now, other than that staying in the single digits across the entire area, so not a very windy day, and we're not going to be getting very windy. The Mid-Columbia may see some gusts this evening, however. For our 7-day forecast, we're seeing 90s across this entire 7-day forecast. Going to be seeing some haze in Yakima tomorrow. So we make our way into the 4th of July, 93 degrees. Other than that, heading up into the end of our week, upper 90s for the Yakima Valley. In the Tri-Cities, we're seeing upper 90s and into the triple digits later on this week. Other than that, a lot of haze from Monday through Thursday. Our overnight lows are staying in the upper 60s as well. So very, very warm conditions as we make our way into the triple digits. That's when our overnight lows are going to be very high. So we're going to be having some warm evenings as well. Hazy conditions for the Tri-Cities and also hazy conditions for the Walla Walla area. Also hazy from Monday through Thursday, making our way from the lower 90s to the upper 90s, maybe even a triple digit by Thursday for the Yakima area, and then otherwise settling around the mid 90s for our weekend. Very, very warm overnight lows as well, but we're starting off today a little bit cooler in the lower 90s, upper 80s across all of our areas, and we've got definitely a lot of this haze going on for the next couple of days from those wildfires. We're having a beautiful day today, and we're going to have a beautiful 4th of July tomorrow. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. The weather is affecting the long July 4th holiday weekend with both heavy rain and dangerous heat from coast to coast. Temperatures soaring above 100 degrees in California and heat indexes up to 110 in the southeastern U.S. 68 million Americans affected. ABC's Rena Roy tells us how people are coping.
Heat alerts now impacting more than 75 million people from Oregon to Arizona to Georgia. At least 14 people have died in the sweltering temperatures in the South.
Have you ever experienced heat like this before?
No. In Atlanta, a cooling center opened to get people out of the scorching temperatures. And in Tennessee, first responders are encouraging people who go outside to stay hydrated.
So I be all over Nashville and I see a lot of dehydration.
At the Jersey Shore, people flocking to the beach to beat the heat. And where it's raining, it's not exactly a welcome relief. A torrential downpour hitting Chicago, up to 3 inches of rain falling, stranding drivers, delaying trains, forcing interstates to close. It also halted the completion of Saturday's NASCAR Xfinity Series race in downtown Chicago. The city has had more rain this weekend than May and June combined. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Thousands of passengers trying to fly to their destinations are hitting a roadblock this holiday weekend. The website FlightAware says at least 5,000 flights have experienced delays, while another 600 were canceled on Sunday. Strong storms from the Rockies through the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys and into the mid-Atlantic are to blame for the delays. AAA has predicted travel during this holiday weekend will break records. More than 50 million people are expected to hit the road and fly over these next few days. United Airlines is hoping for better travel days for its passengers and to avoid a repeat of the cancellations and delays it experienced last week. United CEO Scott Kirby says the airline is working with the FAA and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to make improvements. Bad weather in the Northeast coupled with FAA staffing shortages led to hundreds of flights canceled or delayed, especially at Newark International Airport. Kirby says he's had productive talks with the FAA and Buttigieg and says some changes are in the works that include updating and improving technology, working with the Port Authority to get more gates at the airport, and balancing departures and arrivals better at Newark. And United Airlines CEO is apologizing for some of the worst optics ever from an executive. Wednesday, Scott Kirby flew from New Jersey to Denver aboard a private jet. This was during a time when his airline canceled more than 3,000 flights, leaving tens of thousands of travelers stranded. The airport Kirby used in New Jersey is less than 17 miles from Newark Liberty International, which is United's largest hub and the center of its meltdown. He issued a memo Friday admitting taking a private jet was the wrong decision because it was insensitive to customers waiting to get home. Kirby then promised to do better in the future. And earlier in the week, Kirby blamed the FAA for the flight cancellations. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg disputed that, saying United was mostly responsible. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, hotel workers in Los Angeles are just the latest to strike as numerous unions across different industries are taking to the picket line.
Oh, check out these spicy birds. Look at those little dots. Those are spice dots. Are we making boxes? A box of birds for just $5.49? Jack, you crazy.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1. And the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs. That was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
Plan your next getaway with a new Escape from Corwin Ford. Choose from options to fit your style, including turbocharged EcoBoost, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid models. Right now, enjoy 0% financing for 36 months, plus no charge maintenance for 3 years on all 2023 Ford Escape models. That's 3 years of tire rotations, engine oil, filter changes, and more. Plan your summer escape in a new Ford. Corwin Ford, family driven for over 100 years.
Look at those spicy birds right there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Y'all are 100% all white meat, huh? Man, that bird is getting sauced up. Just $5.49? Okay, I like that.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Getting room service might take a little longer than usual for some travelers in California this July 4th holiday. And there's another standoff which could play havoc with the entertainment industry for at least the next few months. John Lawrence reports.
Roughly 15,000 employees at 65 major hotels in the Los Angeles area walked off the job Sunday and are on strike. The union representing the workers say they've been in talks since April over issues including an immediate $5 per hour raise and better health care and retirement benefits.
All of this stuff is happening with the backdrop of these hotels making so much money. A lot of them now are making more money in revenue than they were in 2019.
Among the hotels being affected by the strike, the W Hollywood, Beverly Hilton, Sheraton Grand, and the LA Grand.
During the pandemic, we were called essential workers. Now there's no pandemic. Employers think we are not essential anymore, and they think they can run without us, but we all know that's not true.
A Marriott spokesperson released a statement saying it will work toward a fair labor agreement and have protocols in place to keep the doors open. Speaking of strikes,
we're SAG-AFTRA strong in solidarity with the WGA.
Plans for thousands of actors to join the picket line against studios and streaming services are now on hold until July 12th. But if things don't get worked out by then,
you're going to start seeing a big drop-off if the actors take to the streets in new shows on both the traditional networks and the streamers, and you're going to see some of your ceremonies, like the Emmys, go dark.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
If the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists does eventually go on strike, they would join 11,000 members of the Writers Guilds of America who have already been on strike for 2 months. Some high-profile ESPN on-air personalities are leaving the network. On Friday, the company laid off about 20 sports commentators as part of a cost-cutting measure. Among those let go were Jeff Van Gundy, Jalen Rose, and Suzy Kolber. Most personalities alerted their fans through social media. Disney, the parent company of ESPN, is slashing its global workforce as part of a multi-billion-dollar cost-cutting move to streamline its operations. A source told CNN the ESPN layoffs were only budget-related and have nothing to do with job performance. Hashtag Twitter down was trending on Saturday. Thousands of users got messages saying rate limit exceeded. What appeared to be an outage turned out to be a temporary policy change. At midday, Twitter CEO Elon Musk posted that due to extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulation, the social media platform was imposing limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 posts a day. Unverified accounts can read 600 posts a day. And new accounts are limited to 300 posts a day. When news outlets reached out to Twitter for comment, the platform responded with an automated poop emoji. Coming up, the Ukrainian military has been stepping up its recruitment efforts in the wake of the Wagner mutiny against Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Tonight, who's endgame material and whose game is about to end?
Seems like Braden's here for spring break.
This is an engagement at the end of this. I'm not here for spring break, so go home.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency.
Plus, receive $1,000 off your new roof when you schedule by the end of July. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did.
Cue the confetti!
That's cold.
Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
The 4th of July sale is on at More Furniture, and we have incredible doorbuster deals on sofas under $400. Sink into mid-century comfort with this full-size sofa for only $399. Or choose this plush sofa with decorative accent pillows available in 2 color options for only $399. More Furniture is stocked with the looks you'll love, all on sale for the 4th of July. But hurry in, these doorbuster specials won't last.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
The director of the CIA is shedding some light on the status of the war in Ukraine after a secret meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. And protests in France have reached day number 5, with French authorities arresting nearly 700 people.
And it's a hot start to our week, but it's just getting hotter. We're going to get ready for the day and our dry and hazy 4th of July for tomorrow coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Now, Riley, we tend to go to bed pretty early around here. Do you think you're going to make it to stay awake tomorrow for 4th of July fireworks?
That's a good question. We host an annual big celebration of a lot of fireworks and a lot of West Richland, of course, so it's legal. And so it's always a big a party, I guess you could say. And so I don't know if I will be able to sleep through all of the shenanigans my family are.
It'll be a little noisy, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We take a live look outside right now in Pasco. We're going to be looking out through the Giza Stadium Skycam, and just a beautiful morning so far. It's going to be very exciting to watch all of those fireworks tomorrow if you are looking forward to it. What's ahead? We still have some fire danger, maybe some reasons we might not be looking forward to those fireworks. Some low winds though, which is going to be helping those first responders, and no rain on the forecast so far. But we've got a hot and hazy 4th of July, and the day ahead of us is going to be quite hot and hazy as well. Taking a look at our radar and satellite, there's not a lot going on. Pretty not cloudy for the most part. Very, very clear conditions for most of our areas. Temperatures right now mostly in the 50s, peaking into the 60s in Toppenish and Hanford this morning. Today in Yakima, 91 degrees and sunny. Tri-Cities is seeing some haze, and so is the Walla Walla area. Some haze as well, getting into the lower 90s. I'll have more in my full forecast. That's ahead.
U.S. CIA Director William Burns calling a short-lived armed rebellion in Russia a challenge to the Russian state that's now creating a rare opportunity to recruit Russian spies. This comes after Burns' recent visit to Ukraine, where he met with President Zelensky, who is now in the middle of a major counteroffensive to take back territory from Russia. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest from Washington, D.C.
This morning, U.S. CIA Director William Burns capitalizing on the short-lived mutiny in Russia by Wagner Group mercenary boss Yevgeny Prigozhin, stating Russian frustrations with the war in Ukraine is making it easier to recruit spies.
Disaffection with the war will continue to gnaw away at the Russian leadership. That disaffection creates a once-in-a-generation opportunity for us at CIA. At our core, a human intelligence service. We're not letting it go to waste.
Burns in England calling it striking that Prigozhin, once a close confidant of Vladimir Putin, preceded his actions with scathing words on Russia's most senior military officers.
The impact of those words and those actions will play out for some time. A vivid reminder of the corrosive effect of Putin's war on his own society.
The CIA launched an effort in May to recruit Russians who had expertise in science, technology, or diplomacy on the Telegram social media site. The campaign provided instructions on how to contact the CIA on the dark web. The Kremlin accusing the U.S. of trying to destabilize their country. And overnight, Russia launching drone attacks on the capital, Kyiv, after a 12-day break. Officials saying air defense systems destroyed all targets. This as Ukraine advances their counteroffensive. Around the devastated eastern city of Bakhmut, Ukrainian soldiers telling ABC News they believe they can liberate the area. Ukrainian officials again warning Russia might also attack the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant to try to disrupt their counteroffensive. This morning, U.S. CIA Director
Burns says Putin's regime has inflicted long-lasting damage on Russia's military and economy for years to come. As for that CIA post on social media letting Russians know how to reach the CIA, it had 2.5 million views in the first week. The Israeli Defense Forces says it struck a joint operational command center for the Jenin camp and operatives of the Jenin Brigade. That's according to an updated statement posted to the IDF Telegram channel. According to the IDF, the Joint Operations Center in the Jenin camp that was struck provided shelter for wanted individuals involved in carrying out terror attacks in recent months in the area. In response, the Palestinian Islamic Jihad said it will face its enemy with all possible retaliation options in response to the Israeli operations in Jenin. The Palestinian Ministry of Health has now also said 3 people were killed and 13 others injured following the Jenin operation. Protests have now spread from Nanterre, where a 17-year-old boy was killed by police on Tuesday, to several French cities. On Friday, France's foreign minister says 667 people were arrested overnight as violence continues to grow across the country. According to the Interior Ministry, 249 police officers and gendarmes were injured during widespread protests on Thursday night. French President Emmanuel Macron spoke out about the protests, claiming a majority of the protesters that have been detained are young people.
A third of those detained last night are young, some very young. It's the responsibility of their parents to keep them at home. It's important for the tranquility of all that parents exercise their responsibility. I call for the sense of responsibility of fathers and mothers. It is not the Republic's mission to stand in for them.
The Interior Minister says several areas were reinforced with extra security to discourage more violence. Riley Fitzgerald returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Good morning, everyone. We've been feeling it for a couple of weeks now. It's a hot and dry one today. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
Plus, a Massachusetts Lotto winner is finally getting his winnings after someone stole his jackpot.
This is
Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff at $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Introducing the new line of crispy chicken pizzas from Little Caesars. Large pizzas with white sauce and crispy chicken, topped with either a swirl of barbecue, buffalo, or garlic parm sauce, or choose no swirl at all. New crispy chicken pizzas available online for $9.99.
Pizza. From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing, and just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with their new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Apple Valley News Now is your television home for NFL Monday Night Football, college football, GMA, and all the great ABC shows. Plus, Apple Valley News Now leads the way with the best local news and first alert weather. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
People are quitting their jobs on TikTok.
Which I've done, which tells you nobody is mining our TikTok account.
Next Live, Eric McCormack. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. A lottery winner finally got his jackpot after someone else tried to cash in on his luck. Massachusetts State Lotto officials presented Jack Little with his $3 million check on Friday. Little had bought the ticket from a Lakeville liquor store back in January, but accidentally left it behind.
Unable to find the ticket, Little assumed it was lost. Days later, 2 clerks who worked at the liquor store tried to cash in the winning ticket, which appeared to be torn and burned.
Now that led to an investigation, and surveillance video from the store confirmed that the pair had not purchased the winning ticket. They're now facing charges in connection with the case. Wow, he must be feeling very relieved and, again, very lucky. The fact that he got his ticket back is
100%
exciting.
And I wonder how it got left there in the first place, why it was torn and burned.
So many questions to be answered.
So many questions. Yes. And speaking of burning, if we take a live look outside in Pasco right now, we had some wildfires over the weekend that definitely caused a little bit of concern amongst this high fire danger that we've been experiencing in our corner of eastern Washington. I will have your first alert weather forecast coming up. I'll tell you how the haze is impacting your 4th of July.
And a wildfire on the west side has fire officials concerned as the quickly moving blaze prompts evacuation warnings. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
It's the Ford Big Deal 4th of July sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through July 5th. Lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months with $750 trade assist cash and $54.49 due at signing. Only at your local Ford dealer.
From Apple Valley News Now, This is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Shop early and save this Tuesday as we celebrate the 4th of July with special hours at your local More Furniture. All our latest styles for every room to celebrate this summer. We have the looks you've been waiting for in stock and on sale. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing store-wide, our prices are unbeatable. Find huge savings during the 4th of July sale with special hours Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. only at More Furniture for less.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Your Dust Devils are back Wednesday, June 28th through Monday, July 3rd. Come out for a weekend full of fireworks. Saturday, July 1st, we'll light up the night sky thanks to Benton Franklin Orthopedic Associates. Then Monday, July 3rd, in celebration of Independence Day, we'll have a one-of-a-kind fireworks display, courtesy of U.S. Cellular. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
It's the Ford Big Deal 4th of July sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs. Now through July 5th. Lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months with $750 trade assist cash and $54.49 due at signing. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. We're taking a live look outside right now in Pasco through the Giza Stadium Skycam. Beautiful, mostly clear morning. There are some clouds up there to start our day off in the Mid-Columbia. As we make our way into the rest of the day, we're going to be seeing some fire danger that's still relevant as we have this very hot and very dry day today. Lower wind though, which is definitely nice for those first responders who are taking care of those fires right now. No rain across our area. Very, very dry for the next couple of days. Got a hot and hazy 3rd and 4th of July. That's ahead. We take a look at this map. We're seeing a fire weather warning in Grant County today through 11 o'clock tonight. It's going to be happening in Grant County to keep an eye on those definitely fire conditions that are around the area. If we take a look at temperatures right now, we are seeing mostly 50s across all of our regions. We do have some 60s popping up around the area, Toppenish and Hanford, just to name a few. So still pretty cool as you make your way out the door this morning, but it's definitely going to be heating up. If we take a look at our futurecast, there is not a lot going on, no precipitation, only a few clouds coming over our areas for Monday into Tuesday and into Wednesday. So very, very clear conditions, maybe a couple clouds for our Tuesday. If we take a look at our conditions for today, upper 80s, lower 90s for the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing upper 80s and lower 90s as well. And in the Blues, upper 80s and lower 90s as well. Same conditions across our entire area. It's going to stay like that for today and tomorrow. Then we're going to be heating up towards our midweek. If we take a look at our conditions for this evening, upper 50s, lower 60s, which means we are going to be dropping about 30 degrees from our highs today. Other than that, very clear evening. Got some haze across most of our areas as well from those wildfires. Our wind speeds right now mostly in the single digits across most of our areas, 10 miles per hour in Hanford and the Prosser areas. Other than that, we've got no big winds happening this evening. Maybe a little bit for the Tri-Cities. We may see some gusts in terms of wind. We take a look at our 7-day forecast, lower 90s into the upper 90s later this week for the Yakima area. Hazy conditions for our 4th of July. A lot more haze in the Tri-Cities from Monday through Thursday. We see some triple digits into the end of our work week, and our overnight lows are in the upper 60s. For the Walla Walla areas, again, a lot of that haze Monday through Thursday as we continue to experience some of that smoke from those wildfires, especially on our 4th of July. Haze all across our region, upper 90s later on this week, and even possibly 100 degrees for Walla Walla. A beautiful day today. We're staying in the lower 90s, upper 80s across all of our areas, heating up later on this week. For our 4th of July, hazy conditions and a beautiful day. Other than that, very clear, but also very dry. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. A rapidly moving fire on the west side is triggering evacuations after consuming several structures. Jeffrey Lindblom has the story.
I was at home packing and I looked out my window and saw a big flume.
When she saw what you're seeing from her nearby home, Angie Shelton called her daughter, Jaden, who then called the Skamania County Sheriff's non-emergency line and learned her mom had to get out of there, and fast.
My stomach hurts.
Angie says she's lost a home to a fire in the past and grabbed the things that count, but had to leave some things behind.
Just knowing that she got out safe and everything else can be replaced.
I love you.
The fire drew onlookers, some reminded of fires in the past.
Unfortunately, it's same thing, another year. That's what we have every year, it seems like.
Crews say the flames have already taken out some structures and are threatening nearby homes.
Definitely a community of people up there, so it'll be really sad to see, if houses do go.
Some in the thick of the flames had firefighters knocking at their doors, telling them to get out, while others got phone calls.
Immediate evacuation for your area. Wildfire is continuing to spread.
Authorities are directing those affected to the Skamania County Fairgrounds where the Red Cross is set up and ready to help evacuees.
If you're out there and you need shelter from this fire, we're welcome to have you.
Rafael Rodriguez and his family are some of the people seeking shelter. He says he was at work when his in-laws were greeted by firefighters at their front door due to the approaching flames.
Which was like right next to our house, so they rushed everyone out and they were in a hurry, kind of yelling, like not really giving them an option, because it's a fire,
When he got off work, he had nowhere to go. He says he never thought he and his family would wind up in this position. Says he's in shock. Feels like this is just one thing after another.
Last month I lost my mom, so now this going on, it feels like, I just can't catch a break, you kind of feel it, just bam, get smacked in the face again, so it's tough.
Through these tough times, he's happy that he can lean on his family, who he says, despite the uncertainty, is full of laughs.
It's a struggle, it's a challenge, but life without challenges is easy, but you really won't do much, As long as I got my wife and them, everything will be all right.
I'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, strategizing those 4th of July sales.
A lot of that summer merchandise has been on the shelves since April. So that is going to be discounted between 50 to 60%, and for some department stores up to 70%.
Retailers slashing prices on everything from clothes to tech to furniture. But with Amazon, Best Buy, and Target all launching their big sales events next week, should consumers wait or spend their money now?
Anything that's electronic and gadget oriented, you're going to see deep discounts, especially at stores like Best Buy. But what you want to stay away from are televisions. Those discounts come much later in the year.
And we'll have much more on how to get the biggest bang for your 4th of July buck coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
When you have chronic kidney disease, there are places you'd like to be, like here and here. Not so much here. If you have chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life. Farxiga. And Farxiga reduces the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Farxiga can help you keep living life. Ask your doctor for Farxiga for chronic kidney disease. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help. Farxiga.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but first we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Evacuation orders have been lifted for the Rest Haven Road area of Yakima after a grass fire prompted level 3 evacuation orders for nearby residents. The fire started at approximately 1:35 Sunday afternoon and is estimated to be around 400 acres. State fire assistance has been mobilized and the cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Firefighters have a better hold on the Rosa Creek fire in Kittitas County this morning, and it's staying put at around 717 acres. Fire officials say the weather over the weekend cooperated with the firefighting effort, and they were able to get the fire 95% contained. All evacuation orders for the area have been lifted, and the scene was turned back to local firefighting crews Sunday morning. A fire near the Southridge area in Kennewick started Friday afternoon and prompted a multi-agency response. Crews were able to make significant progress on the fire fairly quickly, although damage to power lines left dozens of people without access to AC as temperatures soared near 100 degrees. The fire was considered to be contained and under control by 8 p.m. The size of the fire, when extinguished, was estimated to be approximately 45 to 55 acres. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Anyone with information on how the fire may have started is encouraged to contact the Kennewick Fire Department. Fire bosses issued level 1 and 2 evacuation notices due to the Moran Creek fire burning in Stevens County. Flames have scorched 61 acres in the town of Arden, just south of Colville. The fire began Thursday afternoon and as of yesterday is 50% contained. 4 strike teams and air support showed up to fight the flames. No word on what started the fire. According to the city of Yakima, the Natchez water treatment plant has resumed service. The city called for water conservation last week after weather in the Cascades caused the Natchez River to become silty and forced a temporary shutdown of the water treatment plant. Even though the treatment plant has resumed operation, the city says residents should continue to make every drop of water count, as it's expected that the region will have a drier than normal summer.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're taking a live look outside right now in Pasco through the Giza Stadium Skycam. Beautiful morning so far. We've got some fire danger still relevant in our areas, especially after this weekend. It's a very, very hot and dry season so far. We do have low wind today, which is a good thing. We've got a hot and hazy 3rd and 4th of July. We do have a fire weather warning in Grant County right now until 11 o'clock this evening. Keep an eye on those fireworks and those dry conditions. For our temperatures right now, we are seeing the 50s across most of our areas, and we do see some 60s. Moses Lake, Hanford, Toppenish areas, so still pretty cool as you walk outside the door, but it's definitely going to be reaching very, very hot, high temperatures. Upper 80s, lower 90s for the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing the upper 80s and lower 90s as well, so very, very warm today, and the upper 80s, lower 90s for the Blues as well. So very, very hot conditions, similar conditions across our entire area today. A little bit hazy today as well, especially into this evening and into your 4th of July. Beautiful, beautiful warm and dry days. Nothing we haven't been experiencing now for quite a while, but beautiful conditions that are on the way. Again, lower 90s, and we're going to be heating up a little bit into later on in the rest of the week. So beautiful day, getting ready for the 4th of July tomorrow. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.